Hello grade 10 students and welcome to our English class. Today we are going to practice speaking. So please get your student books ready on pages 27 and 72. Remember, you can pause the video anytime to think about a question or do an assigned task. In today's lesson we have three objectives. 1. Narrate a past experience through imagining a fictional situation. 2. Identify 4 types of questions to ask about specific details. And 3. Respond to bad news and show concern through completing a conversation. Let's get started. Now look at the pictures and answer the following questions. What are these places? What dangers may a person face in these places? And how would you react while facing these dangers? Now pause the video and try to think about the questions. Let's share answers. What are these places? Excellent. So the first one shows the forest or the woods. And the second picture shows the desert. Excellent. Now, what dangers may a person face in these places? Very good. The person may get lost, or he has no signal, or gets the wrong direction. Excellent. Also, yes, he may be attacked by wild animals such as bears, wolves, or snakes. What else? Very good. He may run out of food or water. Excellent. Now, how would you react while facing these dangers? Very good. You may feel scared, frightened, or worried. Excellent. What else? Yes, you may start running, shouting, or screaming. And what else, dear students? Very good. You may escape, run away, or ask for help. Good job. Now move to the speaking section in your student book, page 27. We're going to talk in pairs and you will play the role of student A. Imagine you found yourself in a dangerous situation, but fortunately you managed to survive. Tell student B about your experience, explaining what happened, what you did, and how you felt. Answer any questions he or she may have and use some of the words or phrases in the box. You may use words like snake, shake with fear, slip, terrified, panic, shout, be fortunate, rescue, and relieved. Now pause the video and think about the situation. While thinking about the situation, you need to focus on what happened, how you felt, and what you did. For what happened, what do you need to think about here? Exactly, you need to think about the setting, where and when. What else? Perfect. The main event, the dangerous situation in which you found yourself. Very good. Now, how you felt. What do you need to think about? Excellent. You need to describe your feelings such as fear, terror, and panic. Excellent. Now, what you did. You will think about your reaction. Very good. What you did to save yourself and who came to your rescue. Let's start with what happened. Look at the picture and develop a sentence to describe the setting and the main event. Now pause the video and develop your sentence. Let's share answers. Excellent. You may say, yesterday as I was walking in the woods, a snake suddenly appeared and tried to bite me. Of course, yesterday to refer to the time, in the woods to refer to place, and a snake suddenly appeared to refer to the main event of the story. Now, how you felt. How would you describe your feelings? Pause the video and think about a few sentences to show how you felt. Let's share answers. Yes, you may say, I was shaking with fear, or I was terrified, or I looked around in panic for a place to hide. Or also, I felt extremely scared. Good job. Now focus on the verbs and say what tense is used in each one. The first one, I was shaking. It's the past continuous tense. Very good. The second one, was. It's the past simple tense. The third sentence, looked. What tense is it? The past simple tense. Very good. And the last one, felt. Also the past simple tense. So, to describe feelings during a past experience, you use the past continuous tense and the past simple tense. Now we're going to talk about what you did when you found yourself in that dangerous situation. So pause the video and think about some sentences. Let's share ideas. Yes? You may say, I started running, or I tried to climb a tree, or I slipped and fell off. Very good. Or else, I managed to hold on. Or finally, I was shouting and calling for help. Now, focus on the verbs and say what tense is used in each one. The first one, the past simple tense. Very good. The second, tried. The past simple tense again. I slipped. It's the past simple tense. Very good. I managed. Again, the past simple tense. And the last sentence, was shouting. It's the past continuous tense. Very good. So, to narrate past events, you should use the past simple tense as well as the past continuous tense. Very good. Time to check understanding. Answer these two questions. What areas should you cover while talking about past events or experiences? Very good. You need to think about the main event, your feelings, and your actions. Excellent. Now, what tenses should you use while talking about these events? Very good. You can use the past simple tense and the past continuous. Excellent. Now let's move to page 72 in your student book. You're going to play the role of student B. You see your friend who doesn't look very well. Of course, I'm talking about student A, who survived a dangerous situation. You will ask him or her questions to find out more about his or her unfortunate experience. And you will also respond appropriately to these bad news and show concern. So, what kind of questions would you ask to find out more about your friend's unfortunate experience? Pause the video and think about some questions to ask. Let's share ideas. You may ask, what's up with you? You don't look very well. Or, are you alright? Or, is everything okay? You may also ask, wasn't anyone with you? Or, you aren't hurt, are you? Or also, who rescued you? Notice that intonation is very important while asking a question. Now focus on the questions we came up with and try to find out their types. Pause the video for 1 minute to figure out the answer. Okay, so what type of questions we have? Very good. We have informal questions like the first one, what's up with you? Or we also have short, direct questions. Are you alright? We also have yes or no questions like, is everything okay? Very good. We have negative questions. Wasn't anyone with you? Besides, we have tag questions. You aren't hurt, are you? And finally, we have WH questions. Very good. Who rescued you? Now, assuming that your friend answered your questions and told you about his unfortunate experience, how would you respond to these bad news, and how would you show concern? These are your friend's answers to your questions. Pause the video and move to the box in your student book, page 72, to select a suitable response to each one of your friend's utterances. You may pause now. Okay, let's check your answers. How would you react when your friend says, "Yesterday, as I was walking in the woods, a snake suddenly appeared and tried to bite me"? Very good. You may say, "Really? That's terrible." Or, "What? Are you serious?" Then when he says, "I'm still in shock," how would you react? Perfect. "Oh dear." Or, "Poor you." Good. Now when he says, "I was shaken with fear and started running," what would you say in this case? Yes, what a frightening experience. And finally, when he says, "I was terrified because I thought I was going to die," how would you react to this utterance? Perfect. Yes, you may say, "Don't worry, it's over." Remember that in conversation, it is important for the listener to respond to what the speaker is saying by showing interest. Can you guess an example? Yes, "You aren't hurt, are you?" Or by showing surprise. Can you give an example? Perfect. "How terrible!" Or, "What a frightening experience." Very good. Or also by showing concern. Like, for instance, "Is there anything I can do to help?" Or by showing sympathy. For instance, "Oh dear." You can respond by making exclamations, "How awful," "Poor you," "That's so scary," or by asking different types of questions, which we have mentioned earlier. Time to check understanding. Read the following phrases and match each with its corresponding term. The phrases we have are, "How awful," "Poor you," and then what? "Are you alright?" Pause the video and complete the task. Let's share answers. How awful. Perfect. Surprise. Poor you. Sympathy. Very good. And then what? Excellent. Interest. Are you alright? Concern. Very good. Don't forget that in conversation you can use informal language like hi or what's up. You can also use contractions, which is the short form of the verb, like "I'm still in shock," or "You're kidding," or "It's over now." Time to practice. Fill in the gaps with the appropriate expressions to complete the conversation. The expressions we have are, "Who rescued you?" "Oh dear, you won't believe what happened to me yesterday." And "What did you do?" Pause the video to complete the conversation. Let's share answers. Notice that the young man said, "What's up with you?" So he's asking about what happened. And the suitable expression in this case is perfect. "You won't believe what happened to me yesterday. As I was walking in the woods, a snake suddenly appeared and tried to bite me." Now complete the second part of the conversation with the suitable expression. Pause the video to do the task. Let's share answers. The suitable expression in this case is excellent. What did you do? Because the speaker answered, "I was shaken with fear and started running frantically." Excellent. Now before we move to the third part of the conversation, remember that the last thing the speaker said was, "I slipped and I fell off the edge of a cliff." What is the suitable expression in this case? Pause the video for a while and think. Let's share answers. Excellent. The suitable expression is "oh dear," to show sympathy. As usual, pause the video for a while to complete the last part of the conversation. Let's share answers. The first speaker said, "What a frightening experience." And the suitable expression here is, "Who rescued you?" Because the answer was, "A group of hikers heard me and came to my rescue." Thank you very much, my dear students.